And this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
Not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6. James! Whoa!
That was just a great move.
Blocked by Bosh! Game over!
What a play! What an amazing connection!
The Miami Heat are once again NBA champions.
It's about damn time.
Ooh, what a time. The Heatles era was one of the most dominant big threes ever. But why are we bringing this up? It is time for our Hot Summer Mics tour, and starting with Bulls talk in Chicago.
I got called an idiot a lot that said, oh, they hatched the plan at the Olympics and it was always going to be the Heat and they were just playing the Bulls. No, that's not accurate. In fact, the Bulls it's now well documented. If the Bulls have been able to trade Luol Deng to the Clippers, which they had talks about doing, that big three would have been in Chicago. Trust me on that one.
That was Bulls insider Casey Johnson on how close LeBron, Wade, and Bosh were to teaming up in Chicago. Now, Ramona, this was 13 years ago. How close were they actually to playing for the Bulls?
I mean, they had the same agent, the late Henry Thomas, who had ties there. And I think Dwayne Wade obviously ends up playing for the Bulls later in his career. I think that was an option, and I agree with Casey. I think that was much closer than anyone realized. But the Luol Deng of it all is interesting because Luol Deng was the guy that was going to be traded for Kobe Bryant when he wanted to play for the Bulls and asked for a trade and all that whole summer showdown, and that didn't happen either. So I guess he's the guy that the NBA has pivoted on several big times.
It's a whole lot of woulda, coulda, shoulda. But listen, you're telling me Garpax, the two-headed monster that was running the Bulls front office, was going to close a deal like that over Pat Riley? Please. Also, let's not pretend like Derrick Rose was trying to recruit these guys.
That's a good point.
Chicago. Derrick Rose liked being the man on the team. He did not want to be the third or fourth guy.
Perk, I'm going to take this to you because he brings up Derrick Rose. That was Derrick Rose's MVP season.
Yeah.
And that Heat team ended up winning 2 titles. So hypothetically, play along with me, would they have won more in Chicago?
Absolutely not. You know why? Because the Heat culture is a real thing. And it didn't just start last season or 5 seasons ago. The Heat culture started actually when Dwayne Wade and Udonis Haslem were drafted by the Miami Heat, when Shaq and D-Wade won their championship. So when you go down, you think of Pat Riley, you think of Eric Spoelstra. People don't realize they played a major part in the Heat and LeBron James and D-Wade and Bosh winning those 2 championships. And again, they had the blueprint. LeBron James was taught under the Heat culture on actually how to bring it back to Cleveland to win the championship. So I think they probably would have pulled off 1, maybe, but I wouldn't have seen. I don't see them winning more than. I wouldn't have seen them winning 2. And with the Chicago Bulls, just hypothetically speaking.
I don't know, hypothetically, woulda, shoulda, coulda. Okay, enough with the imagination, guys. I got another one for y'all. Before our Summer Hot Mics tour ends for the day, it's the combo you never thought you needed. Marshawn Lynch was on the call for SlamBall final last night, and as he would expect, it was amazing. Let's take a look.
This is why the line was a little lower than most people. Oh,
what a hit!
What a... Oh, my
If this was Sonic, all his coins would have been knocked out right now. Hey, you would have been hearing them things talking about. You're in the public. Got it.
Going up
Ooh.
top.
Hey, that's that boy.
Monster slam by Clark again.
Hey, mama, there go that man again. There go that man again.
Oh, here you go. Here you go.
Oh, I thought we was in the game. I thought we was in the game. Timeout. They call it timeout, right? Timeout. I'm going to call a timeout for y'all. It's an honor to meet you. It's an honor to... No. Yeah.
He's on the call. He's in the huddle.
Yeah. He definitely cannot play. I saw that video.
That's it right there.
Fell down at the rim.
Yeah.
The energy was amazing. They needed a separate cam for Marshawn and then the game itself.
Yeah.
But Perk, how about you? If you were to call any non-basketball game, what would it be?
You ready for this?
Never.
It would be baseball.
Oh.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine me in the box you know what I'm saying, commentating, doing play-by-play on baseball. One, I would have all the time in the world.
Oh, my God.
I wouldn't hear Dom and Hillary and Demetrius telling me, rap, you only got 10 seconds. I get all the time in the world to come up with bars and things to that nature. Oh, it would be the best thing in the world. And I probably could eat a hot dog.
I'm screaming.
You could.
And you could have a snack. Would you still use get deep in his bag like fries in baseball? Would that work? How does that go?
Like got fries at the bottom. Yeah, I mean,
you know what? We need to make this happen. Perk on baseball.
We need more food sport analogies.
We should get him on the Little League game.
Oh.
There it is. That's the crossover we didn't know
talk trash. I don't know.
We needed. Now let's head out to Vegas where the New York Liberty took on the Aces last night. Roll that highlight, Kathy. All right, guys, I will take you to second quarter action as A'ja Wilson catches the ball and hits the mid-range jumper. She got her offense going in this game. Later on in that second quarter, it wasn't just A'ja, it was Kelsey Plum attacking the rim and finishing. You know she likes finishing left. So all the Aces All-Stars getting it going, and out in transition, Jackie Young makes them pay. Young had 16 points, Aces up 13 at the half. All right. Fourth quarter, that is Chelsea Gray knocking down the deep three. Much better connection from the three-point line for the Aces. But you know who likes threes? Sabrina Ionescu. And she's got that range. She knocks that down. She had 22 points. All right, moving the ball along. Gray finds Plum for three. Plum had 18 points. Chalk that assist to Chelsea Gray. Oh, this one, too, as she kicks it up to A'ja Wilson, who makes a quick move there. Wilson finished with 21 points. Gray had 22 points, 11 rebounds, 11 assists. That's her second career triple-double. And this was the Aces' 22nd double-digit win of the season, tying the legendary 2000 Comets for the most in a single season in WNBA history, with 9 games left to go. 3 of the 4 prior teams with at least 20 double-digit wins went on to win the title. All right, Roz Goldonwede here, back now with Ramona Shelburne and Ramona, Chelsea Gray.
That's what she does.
Chelsea Gray, second career triple-double. She did all the things. The Aces are now overall 2-2 versus the Liberty in this season as far as their matchups, if you include the Commissioner's Cup loss. Ramona, what's your biggest takeaway from that game?
Listen, there was a part of me that thought the Aces were holding back a little bit when they have so many games against them. Maybe they're saving. No, they left money on the table by losing to the Liberty in the Commissioner's Cup, okay? So this is an evenly matched matchup now, and this rivalry is so great for the WNBA. I thought, the Aces were obviously a little upset about the 3 at the end of the last game. You saw Chelsea Gray reference that in this game. You see A'ja Wilson getting upset with Thornton. I mean, this was a game where you could feel this rivalry building. And then at the end of this, we have Shoegate.
Ooh.
I have not seen something like this in a while. In any professional sports, Sabrina Ionescu goes and points on social media that somebody had stolen her shoes out of her bag before this game. And
do you have insider information?
I'm trying to get to this, okay? This feels to me like nobody who goes in your bag and just steals your shoes, okay? But apparently it's not just the shoes that she's sentimental about. It's that there's insoles in her shoes that are custom made because of her unique injury history. And her broadcast is that we don't care about the shoes, just get us back the insoles. I'm wondering if someone's going to drop them off. I was texting with Breanna Stewart this morning saying, what is the real on this? Are people looking into this?
Yeah,
I mean, this is
you heard from Stewie on this.
Yeah, this isn't just somebody dropping by. This is a real thing that somebody takes your shoes and then your insoles are gone. And Stewie said, we need to look into this. We need to make sure that whoever did this is apprehended. And it's on Vegas. I mean, this is in Las Vegas, so they have the security footage. We need to make sure that because that's kind of weird to steal somebody's shoes, right? Clearly, they went into Sabrina's bag.
Right.
That's her bag. It has her name and her number on it.
This is crazy.
Yeah, and Shoegate. And also, what if how are you going to return them? Just leave the insoles at the door?
Just bring back the insoles. Sabrina Ionescu has been hot from 3. That Commissioner's Cup, she hit some daggers. Yeah. Perhaps somebody was like, look, if you can't stop her, take her orthopedics.
Her power is definitely in her ponytail. But the shoes and the insoles.
Hey, all right, so we've got Shoegate here, but we've got to pay some attention to the Aces, who had an incredible bounce-back victory. So I got to take this to the big board. Oh. All right, let's go take a walk to the big board, because just a couple days ago, I was over here talking with you all about how in the Commissioner's Cup, Asia Wilson was crowded so much and had a lack of space. So if we look at the numbers, those first 3 games, 11.3 points. In yesterday's game, her productivity was up 21 points. I also want to point out the rebounds. The 8 were important. Finally, the Aces out-rebounded the Liberty. They were thoroughly out-rebounded on the glass, and that field goal percentage is much higher. She got back to playing quick, decisive basketball. Let's take a look at the tape and the breakdown on the difference between the Commissioner's Cup game right here, where she's catching the ball stagnant, far from the paint. There's 2 defenders on her, immediately double coverage. 5 players have their eyes on her. People are sagging off of Aces players who are stagnant and watching, and she's forced into a contested jumper. Now, you take the game yesterday, and you've got Chelsea Gray, who's getting all the way outside the three-point line defensive attention because she's doing everything. And so, there's much more attention on other Aces players. Finally, Asia Wilson works hard to get position. She's going to get the ball, and it's one-on-one coverage versus Stewie. So right here, she makes a quick, decisive play and steps away from the defense before the double can pounce on her. And so Asia Wilson getting it done, bringing all of that intensity to the court. She does so much for this team on offense and defense. Absolutely one of the MVP candidates alongside Stewie, and don't forget Alyssa Thomas with the Suns as well. So what did you take away from Asia's bounce back game?
It was interesting to me because Becky Hammon basically made all her team rest. She locked them out of the gym, so let's not even watch tape of that. She told them their key cards have been deactivated after the last game because they had gotten blown out 2 games in a row. It's hard to keep playing the same team over and over. It's like a playoff series in the middle of this year, and I'm excited because I expect to see these 2 teams play again at some point during the playoffs, whether that's in the finals or do it the round right before. But they know each other really well now. There's a lot of tape, and the fact that Becky Hammon essentially said, let's not watch tape, that shows you all you need to know about the Aces.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.